I am playing. Tape is rolling, boys and girls.
You're not playing here. Nothing.
You need to pan your camera around.
Pan the camera. Pan the camera.
Pan your camera around.
Hey. Not playing. Just sitting there with a loot in your hand.
He's sitting there with a loot in his hand, minding his own business.
Bam! All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, he professed his love for the world.
To his pig.
To his pig. Alrighty.
Profess your
Until he got
love.
stuck.
Getting ready to go live.
I am live. What are you talking about?
Yeah, on the radio. You know what I'm talking about. Quiet on the sit.
Quiet on the set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Virginia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, Lunch. No other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar, 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show. Today is Tuesday, June 20th, 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. How's everybody doing today? Welcome and join us. Yeah, don't everybody chime in at once. That's right.
Yeah.
I hate interpreting the news.
Well, that's what we're here for. You just have to sit back and listen, and chime in if you have any commentary. Which, of course, we welcome you to do every day right here. We are the only show on the air that welcomes and invites you to come join us right here live. Ask your questions, come join in the discussion, and tell us what's going on in your world. Yeah, come hang out and enjoy the shenanigans and hijinks that go on in the Discord here. And you can reach us by going to nbnn.info and clicking on the Discord app link, or just in your browser, type in discord.me/NBNN. We'll whisk you right on into our room, into the room. Hey, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
Stop messing up the set, will you? Jeez, you're breaking
I'm
things.
dropping things. Things.
Now, of course, before we get started, I want to remind everybody the Reddit AMA with Richard Garriott and the Portalarium team is ongoing for the next hour out there. And, of course, I've included a link in today's tweet. And let's throw a link out there for everybody on Twitch or wherever they may be.
Yeah, and I think today we're going to end up spending our day going over the Ask Me Anything, just because that gives us good information. And
that's ongoing, but we do have a big milestone to cover today. Under normal coverage,
which is
1,000 consecutive posts. In this
1,000. I wouldn't really call them consecutive because there has been lots of days.
They're all consecutive. They come one right after the other. Except you're killing me with those speakers, man.
Okay. So I guess we need to do the stand-up corner then?
Well, there's plenty there in the AMA. It's still ongoing, so people are going to be asking questions, and I figure we can either cherry pick a couple out of them during today's show, because there's going to be plenty of questions to cover over the next couple days, of course. And, of course, Star Long is back in the offices. He's out there answering questions. And we are very happy to see Star back, and welcome back from your vacation as well. We hope you had a great time out there traveling and just relaxing after that sickness.
Yep.
Thank you.
Moving right
hope he
along.
enjoyed his vacation in España. He was hanging out in Spain for a couple.
Yes, he was.
So are we going to do stand up then do Ask Me Anything, because you kind of waffled
Well,
on that.
again,
You said
there was other stuff that we have to cover. Of course, we still had the changes about that in Decay to cover. There's a lot of questions. Again, we're never going to cover it all in one day. Chris has got a little bit of an update out there. We have SodaCon updates. We have all sorts of stuff going on. Just all of a sudden today became another news day. So pick a place and let's jump right on in, Jackie.
She joined Chris's thing.
Let's pull out the minor soapbox real quick with the Death and Decay and Chris's attempts to assuage that a little bit.
Okie dokie.
Because this is going to be a soapbox, because I think Decay is bad for the game. And I'm looking for where the good information is on that 10,000 bonus, other than Chris's small post on his daily blog from last week. And it was partially in the Tech Talk. The return of the daily XP bonus. The current plan is that you'll get a daily login bonus of 10,000 XP added to your adventurer pool and adventurer and producer pool.
And producer pools, that's correct.
Yeah, and that isn't 10,000 adventurer XP, but rather just XP added to your
the pool. That's right.
Three
to counter
kills.
decay losses, and also to help Lobies level up skills.
Well, I tell you
Right
what,
there.
yeah.
What you know what? If he's having to do that, that means decay is bad, and
Decay
not only that, it's
bad.
too hard for a Lobie to level up their skills.
Yeah, I lose
That is
about 100K every time I die. 10K ain't gonna do nothing.
Now, of course, there's a lot of commentary on this, and of course, we're not.
Oh,
gonna
absolutely.
read the whole thing, because again, it's one of them things that, and you can see up here. There's 6 pages of it right now going on.
Well, I mean,
Now, first off,
I've got to find that post.
this would benefit players like yourself and myself, technically. Yeah. But I mean, I don't expect us to be sitting on a lot for the duration of the gameplay. Now, of course,
Lumps on a log.
that's right.
Yeah, I guess that would benefit you.
But also,
Yeah, well,
10,000 points. How quick can you burn through 10,000 points on a crafting table? Yeah, 5
That
minutes.
would, if I have 200,000 XP in my pool, that is actually going to be 10 crafts or 20 crafts for 10,000 XP.
Is it going to be 10 each?
The more XP in your pool, the more XP is used per craft.
Now, I've got a question that's being asked
So-
out there. And of course,
Yeah.
we gotta be yes, I'm paying attention to the chat. We pay attention to the chat 24 hours a day.
Sometimes.
Even when we're not here, we're watching the chat. But he wants to know where the
we
best
just talk to each
town-
other. We never pay attention.
Yeah,
to
we never talk to anybody out there. Where the best town to hang out in? Like in you, I would had Britain and yeah, whatever. And no. We expect that. And of course, if you want to come on in, come join us in Discord. We are happy to chat with you. And of course, we're happy to answer questions. But the best place to hang out is right here on this slot with us. Sorry.
That's because we're here most of the time doing a whole lot of nothing.
Owl's Head is probably one of the hottest NPC towns. Most of the actual business is actually transacted, or has been in previous updates from Chris. Most of the transactions and sales happen in Owl's Head. Now, there are plenty of other towns out there, and some people have role-playing gigs set up. You can always check out our POTA. They have all sorts of stuff posted. There's plenty of player-owned towns where they like to ask that you role-play when you're in the towns. But, of course, we role-play ourselves. A couple of idiots who sit around talking to ourselves and answering questions. But, no, Owl's Head is probably the hottest. Next after that, I would say a lot of people hang out outside or around Brittany. Again, right now, large cities have a lot of lag, and that causes, you go stand outside of Brittany and you'll see, parties happen sometimes, especially if Merc's hanging out there.
Let's just stand on the overworld map and have a dance party.
Absolutely, yeah. It would be nice if we could put hot tubs out on the overworld map like that.
Temporary.
Well, people are still asking for drop anywhere stuff. Remember you used to be able to drop a pair of pants or an old pair of leather armor and just drop it in the street, and anybody could just come along and pick it up. We should have stuff like that. Well, house ownership is a different question, or different area altogether. First, all the really good places have been gone since day one. Since lot selection, all the prime real estate is pretty much, and that's not true. I've seen some opening up. There's actually a few free lots in Adora.
Well, I pulled up some lots recently. So there was an open lot in Virtus the other day. There was an open lot in there's a couple open lots in Bramble, which are story-related scenes. So when you're looking at the overworld map and you see a banner over the town, that means it's a story-related scene, and those are going to have much more people traveling to them compared to the scenes without a banner over the top of them.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of open places, although the ones that people think that are going to be high traffic areas, that's like Brittany Estates, Brittany Gardens, Brittany Central, all of those are already taken, as well as most of the stuff in Owl's Head.
I would have to suggest that you would look for one of the market towns, places like New Britannia Market, Nenovia Market, and other towns in hot locations. I'm getting ready to open up a marketplace, and of course, this has been something that's been in planning for a long time, but with yesterday's announcement, this brings renewed vigor to my original plans. But I'm planning to open a marketplace out on the West Coast on Longfall. Now, most people don't travel out there because the storyline now pushes everybody to the East Coast and Sultan. But once we go live, everybody's going to have that choice of where to start. And with the new edition of new lunar rifts coming up in the next release, it's going to make fast travel a lot easier, and it's going to give people a reason to have shops in all different locations throughout the world. Take Jack and I, for example. We have locations scattered throughout the land. We don't just rely on the one lot here. How many different places do we have vendors, Jack?
I think it's 10
Novia Market,
different places.
New Britannia Market,
Yeah.
Snug Harbor, Sultan,
Ardoris, all
Ardoris.
over the place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do we have any? We don't have any vendors. It's BlackRock. Do you have any vendors in BlackRock?
No. I'm just not worried about it. I mean, we have so many vendors out there that it's one where it's like some of those vendors don't have a lot of sales, and that's where it's like we can sit there and say, oh, this is really not a high traffic, but that's one where you also have to take into account the storyline not being completed and people waiting for storyline in order to actually start doing the questing and doing a lot of travel.
Yeah.
And when it will always be changing, especially as like new people come into the game and things start to change and like priorities start to shift. Like the only reason that Owl's Head is really popular is because it was the first big town.
It was the first protected town. It had all the merchants that you needed, and it was, It
was the first.
The Hidden Vale was the only thing that existed back in the day. There was no Novia when we started out, so, and that's another story. But now, to answer your next question, no, the game is not going live at the end of next month. The storyline is planned to be complete by the end of next month, and that is planned. That does not mean it will get complete by next month. They'll probably still be adding polish right on up until actual launch. But I'll shout out that the Reddit AMA is going on right now through 2 o'clock, the next 45 minutes. So if you've got questions that you'd like to ask directly of the developers, head on over to the links that we posted earlier and ask those questions.
And make sure that that's 2 p.m. Eastern time that it's ending,
time.
Or 1 Central, which is the same time that we're ending this show.
Correct.
Imagine that.
But the rest of the answer to that question is that the planned release is later on this year. And again, that is planned. Whether we actually do that, I expect it to finally hit this year. It would be nice to coincide with the year that the 20th anniversary of Ultima Online and the year that Shroud the Avatar was released would be the same year. That would be really nice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, not at all. But bring the questions on.
The next question is a low reagent cost suit. Is that something that's possible in game? And yes, it is extremely possible. There's actually an artifact that you can hold that reduces your reagent cost, and I know people that dual wield them. Justin.
Well, actually,
600 life.
Dual wielding is a 200% plus reagent cost. She's now working on building a reagent-free deck because of the 200%. That's actually like 400% reagent usage.
No.
Yes,
what's the negative on that?
It's a plus usage.
No, I thought she also had the one that was the negative usage.
No, we were out hunting the other night, and she's like, "I gotta make a reagent-free deck, man. I gotta make a reagent."
So she actually changed what she was doing, but there is a way to actually build a reagent-free cost suit. But depending on what you're doing, there's all kinds of ways around that.
Yeah, all sorts of different builds, all sorts of different things you can do. And again, there are everything from artifacts to player-made stuff that will reduce your reagent costs. So you can get additional buffs on armor pieces, additional buffs on weapons. So it is possible.
Negatives.
You get both. Yeah,
it's a problem. You get a big negative with that stuff.
Depends on how glass cannon you want to be.
I've got it set up where, I mean, I'm sitting right now naturally at, 432. But I mean, I can put a couple things on, and all of a sudden, I've got like 200 hit points. But I tell you, all my other stats go through the roof.
200
Oh
more.
yeah, put on a ring
Glass
of
cannon,
brilliant.
man.
Yeah, hold on. Let me break them out here. I'll drop them right here on screen. Am I wearing the ring? No, let's get this ring. Yeah, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. If I take the ring of brittle brawn, this has got a plus 36 strength, but it's got a minus 217 health. So immediately when I put that ring on, I drop to 259 hit points. I lose 200 hit points. Now, if I take the, what is it, the lavalier, I think it is.
I don't know where you learned how to read, but you have 284, not 259.
Well,
points.
I'm looking, Anyway, I take the lavalier of the lamograph and put it on. That's got another negative 25 on that, and that drops me even further. So,
are you going to put it on?
I did.
You've got 257 now. There it is. Yeah.
So with that, I get quite a few bonuses, but of course, talk about the one hit wonder, is you get whacked with that stuff. But I tell you what, if and when I hit, and then you can see when I take that off my.
Tickle. It's going to tickle.
You've got your glass cannon set up.
Yeah.
But the system is completely classless, so you can actually level up your skills. I know some people that have 120% skill in certain things, and they're chugging along. Most of the time, it's people that do that are in like crafting stuff.
Theoretically, it's possible to hit 200. That's the number we've been given to work with. 100 is considered a GM, as in Ultima was. You get to 100 skill points, you're a grandmaster in that class. But we have people running around with 60 grandmasters.
Yeah, but then we also have the decay changes, which is where we started to pull out the soapbox a little bit earlier.
Yes, when you chimed in with your questions.
Because in release 43, there's going to be a huge change to the way that your XP pool is done. So if you have below 80 in a school, it's only going to use what? Below 80 is
going to be regular
50%. Was it 50% for 80?
I thought it was normal
below
drop. 80? The way it is now is the way it will stay below 80, 60 and 80.
No,
was.
I got to go find that post on Chris's.
Thanks. He's back.
Yes,
Welcome
he is.
Back.
You didn't see that post earlier? Yeah, I know you saw that post earlier.
I answered him. Who
see.
is?
Yeah, he saw it.
Okay, so it's on Chris's work blog, and it's on the second page. But the 60 to 80 is one half the XP loss. 80 to 100 is the normal or decay whenever you die. 100 to 120 is double the decay, and anything above 124% is four times the decay. And it's there when we're talking about pulling out the soapbox about decay. This is every time you die, and if you think about what that's going to do to your ability to maintain your skills, it's going to be almost impossible to maintain a like say 120%.
Again, you're not going to be able to pull off, turn everything off, and gain. You can do that, but you're going to take the risks associated with that. Turn everything that you need onto maintaining, and that should not be a major problem. That's basically what he's telling you, which is going to eat up those points. We understand the concept.
It's going to disappear very, very quickly. I mean, the decay is bad. It is a bad mechanic. It punishes everybody for doing everything. The problem is the classless system without any caps. There needs to be some sort of caps in order to actually do this.
I would rather have a cap.
Much better. Yeah. And it's one where it's like allow people to have 15, 20 GMs. There's no reason for someone to have 63 GMs.
Excellent.
They do.
Absolutely.
They do.
And of course, Ethoside here is saying, yes, it is possible to level them all to 100, but again, with the decay, the possibility becomes null and void because in order to do that, you just basically have to never die. And if you can manage that in this game, you're God. If you can manage to never die and gain all your points and keep all your points, that's the loophole. Don't die.
Try 3 times a day. How's that?
Now, of course, we're forgetting to mention that Chris is also making the change so that the decay is split into 3 different deaths. So at first death, you only get how much?
Yes.
That should be in the same note you were just looking at.
It was half, and then quarter, then eighth, and it just keeps on going down.
Yeah, keeps going.
Well, I thought the math said by the time, as Led Zepp keeps referring to, 3 deaths and you're back to your normal decay loss.
He mentioned 3 deaths, but it goes
That's
on.
what I thought.
It's minimal.
He gave you 3 examples. Yeah. It was
minimal after that. Actually.
So you've got your decay loss for a day. The first death is going to be 50%. The second death is going to be 25%. The next death is 12.5%. The death after that is 6 3/4%.
Getting close to.
The one after that is so like each one becomes less and less, so it approaches 0.
Absolutely.
So
first couple hurts. After that, it's kind of
the first couple are going to be really painful. After that, it's going to just keep diminishing, so it's not as painful. But the problem with that is, I mean, it's still a bad idea. Anytime you hurt people as far as their skill gains, just because they died due to, you know what, I didn't expect that ghost to spawn right there.
Oops.
While I was mining something.
Those 2 ghosts to spawn behind me while I was fighting the skeleton in front of me.
AFK,
It's like,
don't go AFK, believe me. There's spots you think that's safe, ain't safe. No way.
Now, of course, one of the interesting things that we come to find out is that your crafting is not affected by this. It's only is your adventuring skills that get affected by this. So for crafters, get out there and get all that crafting experience because you don't have to worry about that.
So the 10K a day, does that for both crafting?
Yes.
Yeah, you're getting it in both starting in release 43, correct. And that would be great if that was like retro back to wipe. That would be really great. That would be a nice
reparations. We want reparations. Let's get out in the streets.
Yep.
We're watching Jack read his messages there.
We are.
I was actually reading a prescription label that I ripped off the box so that way I can bitch about it. Because they're only, and I was actually, since it's actually the box and I ripped it off, I was shredding it.
You don't have anything better to do during our show than play with the label box, right?
You gotta start doing heroin, man. They hand out free needles to heroin users. God dang. Come on, Jack.
I know. It's like,
go get some free needles.
Oh,
don't need to.
My ghetto sharps container.
Yes. That's getting real ghetto,
rusty.
Man. You know, you can go spend 99 cents and get another 2 liter for crying out loud, Jack.
Wow, you're a real user.
I am a real user. I mean, it's like,
is that from yesterday?
A couple days. I mean, then it's like
that's just this morning for breakfast.
Well, there are beside my bed. There are 6 or 7 needles right over there.
Yeah. How
Slide
many
around.
times a day do you
Slide
actually
up
have
the
to give
water.
yourself insulin these days, Jack? Just so the people know
Well,
that he's actually got a medical need for this and he's not taking
Well,
drugs.
it's 7 or 8 shots a day. And
Does your
each of the
ass look
needles-
like ground beef? I mean, I'm just wondering.
I know. I don't shoot my
There he
ass.
is.
We know you're just wondering what his ass looks like, and I mean, if that's a way to get him to bear it, of course, if you come out to Hoblot or the SodaCon, you just may be able to get the answer to that question.
Dab marks.
My ass doesn't take the little pricks.
Yeah.
Dab marks all around the ring.
Now, I did go to Hawaii once with a cop, and he's like, "Where are your track marks?" It's like, dude, I inject insulin. I don't inject heroin, so it's not going to be like on my arms.
Yeah.
But then
you
it's
don't
like,
need to put
you
insulin
look
into
at
the
my
vein.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like
It's just absorbed.
all my
into the
track
body.
marks are on my stomach.
Yeah. But
And it's like,
anyway,
oh wait, now that I'm looking, I see them. Yeah.
So your
Love how you
stomach looks
guys-
like ground beef or hamburger meat.
Oh my.
Well, it depends on how big the needle is. I mean, most of these needles are relatively small, so
Little prick. You're gonna feel a little prick.
very little.
this might hurt a little bit. Yeah,
Feel a pinch.
you'll feel something.
They're about as big as Led Zeppelin.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, come on, man.
Let's
Talk
not
about cheap
insult
about that shit.
the needles.
Yeah. But I just ordered 2 more boxes of syringes.
How much are they?
Huh?
How much are they each?
You don't want to know?
Can
Yeah,
you
that
make
much.
a needle party?
Just reuse them, man.
Well, okay, so I have done that a few times. It only works a couple of times before the needle starts to get it a little bit dull.
Hurts a little bit going in.
It hurts a little bit more. Hurts a little bit more. So it's like,
She said, "Give me
And
6
that's where-
inches and
that's
make
where the
it hurt."
alcohol
So
wipes-
Led Zepp did her 3 times and punched her in the jaw.
alcohol wipes to clean them off.
All right, moving.
No.
We ever
Again,
going to talk about the Ask Me Anything stuff?
Well, I was just going to say, a quick reminder, the AMA on Reddit is going on for about another half an hour. And let me just do this again. I believe it should still be there. Yes, it is. And we'll throw that link out one more time for everybody.
Dun, 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 dun.
So if they want to go check it out and ask the boys some questions. And actually, I thought I saw Serafina actually answer any question or two out there as well. So
Yeah, they are answering questions all over
Lum's
the place.
answering questions, Chris is answering, Star's answering. So if you got questions, go on out to the Reddit AMA there and ask your questions. Now I'm going to just throw this up on screen real quick because there are loads and loads of questions. So if there's something that you want to know, more likely than not, it's probably being asked in this Ask Me Anything. And as you can see as I scroll down, loads of questions, loads of answers going on. And of course, we will be covering these over the next couple days. Too much to cover. And especially with it ongoing right now. I don't want to take away from it.
You think the
while
whole
it's ongoing.
breast and junk body customization, that character creation is coming in?
It's been
Like,
asked.
did
Go
they post
read
that?
the AMA.
I'm all about the
breasts.
junk. I want like massive
Huge
junk,
breasts.
like hanging down half.
Oh yeah,
my
now
knee.
you're talking.
I was going to say that's probably not going to happen. I remember having that discussion before with some of the devs, and it's,
What?
I'm telling you, the women want big breasts and booties. They want sliders. Ask the ladies, and they will tell you. And
well,
Need that
I think it
Asian
ended up
jiggle,
distorting. It also distorted all of the other body parts and the clothing and everything else. and so the distortions became really, really bad. I mean,
so the
way the height is
elven
done is
armor would just start bursting at the seams. That's all.
It's a problem.
That's why you do like the big kind of hole in the center,
Let
like
the
super,
cup
like Power Girl has.
overfloweth. Absolutely.
Coconuts. You don't need no coconuts.
Well,
you need something.
I think you're going to need a little bit of bigger set of coconuts, but that's another story.
Just for the areola, that's all.
Just the bouncing and the moving and the shaking whenever they walk and run. You know, like if you've ever played any of the modern Asian fucking games, they all do that. It's crazy. They have like their own gravity and stuff.
Well, I mean, if you spend any time watching any anime, I mean,
yeah, but I mean, in a video game,
completely screwed.
I'm talking about in a video.
Yeah, a big business.
Physics engine, right?
It's like, what kind of physics engine is this? Not. We just randomly added bounce.
What we need.
We just wanted the boobs to jiggle a lot.
So let's throw caution to let's just throw it right out the door. Got updates on SodaCon. I'm going to jump right off to this real quick, because I know a lot of people have been waiting to hear this information. And did I throw the link in Discord there earlier?
No.
I thought I did. Oh, I thought I did. I did. It's right above the last post. Hello.
I think I thought
The Marriott link?
The Marriott link. Yes, SodaCon Austin 2017.
It's the standard Marriott.
You
A lot
remember
of
where we
Marriotts there.
stayed the first time? Remember where we
Yeah.
stayed the second time? Oh, you weren't there the second time.
Place,
Well, we're doing it again.
That's a good one. Like that one.
That's too many players for one hotel to handle.
Ah,
Yeah.
but see, the catch is this is just where the panels are being held. And of course, if you want to book rooms here, we have a bunch block. Right now, there's approximately 40 plus people signed up. If we get another 40 more, we can accommodate them. But right now, as it is, we're getting close. We're planning for the amount of people who are already confirmed. And if we get a few more stragglers over the next couple of months, which we expect, again, don't forget the price of those tickets goes up the closer we get. If you want to get in on this, you want to come on down. And again, a lot of people have to choose this year. There's 3 major events happening 3 months. September, October, November is Dragon Con, there's SodaCon, and there's Hoblot. So we gotta compete with the other events as well. And believe me, we're seeing an impact on that, because there are people who are opting to go to one, the other, or 2 out of the 3. There's so many events going on during that time that some people can only afford to do one.
Could have been all at one time. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That would've
Well,
been
didn't
cool.
you go for your guild's get together as well?
Yeah, that was for Halloween.
Ah, okay. It was just the Halloween thing.
Oh, so it was around the same time though.
Yes, in October.
Yeah.
Having it at one hotel and staying at another, that's half the price. It'll be great.
That hotel's
Well,
not bad.
see, we
It's
found
like
also
$3.
that people do that. A lot of people see the room rates over here at the Marriott, and they go, I can get a room cheaper. And they go for the Motel 6 that's $40 down the road. So,
Damn right.
one of those reasons we've been telling people all along, don't wait for a hotel to be announced, because it really doesn't matter. People are still going to make their own decisions,
wanna
and we've
be
learned
together
this
now.
over the last couple of years. So, but
That
that's the
hotel has
information.
the
That's
free
where we're going
breakfast,
to be
which
doing.
isn't too bad. I mean, if you're lazy.
Hey,
Free
come on.
breakfast
You
ain't
got
bad.
free breakfast. We got the meeting rooms all day and night. We're going to set up the conference room as the hospitality room. So we'll have open bar available for people who are paid attendees, all that good stuff. So, we will have our own little private room where we'll have snacks and goodies. There will be meals that are being covered both Friday and Saturday night by 2 of Austin's finest restaurants. So, and Jack will laugh, going, they ain't the finest restaurants, so I'm not even going to go there.
Austin Terriers.
What
You got
restaurants are
Burger
there?
King to cater?
Tell them, Jack.
Am I going to be like, man, that place sucks?
No, is
problem.
where's the Italian joint?
Well, that was pretty good. Is that the same
What
one?
are you referring to, Nick's Italian?
Nick's Italian's
good.
going to be catering one night, and I believe County Line is going to be catering another night.
Well, Waffle House it is, guys.
There's no Waffle House in Austin that I
Yeah,
remember.
they don't
over
have
Miami.
Waffle House there.
IHOP.
Yeah.
There's an IHOP somewhere, but
you
if
can
you're
get a
if you're gonna eat-
breakfast
if you're
burrito
gonna
at
eat
the
pancakes
cart on
and
the corner. That's what you can get a breakfast.
if you're gonna
burrito.
be eating pancakes in Austin, you have to go to Kirby Lane Cafe or Magnolia.
You got to go get kolaches. You don't want pancakes in
Mm-hmm.
Austin.
There are 2 Waffle Houses in Austin, Texas.
There you go.
Never
Shows
eaten
what
either
you
one
know.
of them. I only
You
know
better
this
listen to
for
Jack.
20 years.
Jack's not of the
Jack.
tin cup class of customer here.
Hey, I only did quality establishments.
Plastic cup.
That's the
In-
most quality you need. I tell you what, you go to one Waffle House, you've been to them all. Same product in every single one.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Amazing, scattered, smothered, covered, diced, chunked, and topped right
Oh,
there.
yes.
Hash browns, a double order. Send them to the side. I'm good. Oh, and I'd like some raisin toast, please.
Yeah.
Kirby Lane Cafe, man.
Throw a couple eggs on top of that.
Just give me some gingerbread pancakes. Or if we go to Magnolia Cafe, give me a queso omelet.
Now, I'm just curious as to why I'm seeing some people's names on screen today and why I'm not seeing some people's names on screen today.
Well, it's related to distance.
Mac
No,
Tane is standing
no,
right there
it's
behind you.
not.
I do not see his name.
Someone stole my name.
Yeah.
Who,
You're,
Alan?
you're not facing them, maybe?
I already informed him of that. I don't see it either.
Yeah. And
Hey,
then,
if you really don't want to ever see his name, just join his party.
Yeah, right. And then who is this out here?
Alan.
Alan, yeah. Alan's been sitting out there with no name on top of him either.
It's all good. It's all
I
good.
got him.
There
I got
you
him.
go.
Back, I know.
So great information coming out there. I'm guessing that the contract's finally been signed, so it's been officially released for everybody. And of course, there is an updated forum post out there for you, giving you the information as well as the reservation link on the web on the forums, and the hotel number and the contact who they're working with down there. So if you have any questions and you need to call the hotel directly, phone number's right there for you. And of course, if you need more detailed information, you can reach out to myself, Ezekiel Cooper, or any member of the SodaCon team, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. So meanwhile, totally out of today's norm, what are we gonna do here? Why don't we talk about Chris's daily work blog real quick? Since that's short and
Whoa.
sweet.
The fact that does he even have a post for today? No.
Well, he's in the middle
Yesterday-
of an AMA right now, so I mean,
Hey,
hello.
it doesn't mean he couldn't be answering this stuff. So yesterday he did say that he missed a couple of blog updates due to just being head down in work stuff. Lots of performance work. Some is paying off. Other stuff, meh.
Meh.
Load times continue to improve, but mostly just after the first scene or two. He can't figure out a way to come up with a way to reproduce the difference between shader variants and the built client and the outside of the built client. This means we're still getting some hitching, but mostly just on scene load and just once per variant we've missed.
So it means a little bit more tweaking, and hopefully they'll be able to find what's causing that hitching.
Yeah, and so yesterday he was also taking off his performance hat to work on features and balance for release 43. And first up is balancing the various long duration buffs.
And that's right. Long
boy.
duration buffs.
What are they going to do? Negative something.
Well, he made that change earlier this release, I believe, and it stunned a lot of players. A lot of players actually thought it was bugs. They were like, dude, my buff's like an hour long now. Is that right? Absolutely. Chris is
gonna add
actually putting
negative
in
to it, though.
long buffs, not these short things.
Negative, though. Negative effects, I think.
Well, I was going to say earlier we were talking about artifacts when I was showing you the glass cannon setup. And one of the things I've noticed with those artifacts is that you might get a nice bonus, but everyone has some kind of penalty, and it's been my experience that the artifacts are not worth using because the loss is just such an awful trade-off for a bonus that it's just not worth it, in my opinion.
I'll take it and use it.
Yeah.
How's negative 200 Earth for you? For it?
How's negative 100 healing? How about that one?
What are you talking about? Your Ring of the
Life,
Lich?
not
Yeah, the Ring of the Lich. That's right. Negative 100
That's a good one.
attunement.
Garbage.
For life. You don't need life when you're doing death, though.
Well, anybody
Oh,
else
yeah.
trying to heal.
Apparently, you
You don't
haven't
need
been
it at
down in
all.
the spectral mines fighting undead while you're trying to be a necro, have you?
Well, you don't do undead with death.
Well, let's
Stay the hell out there. Is that it? Don't go anywhere.
Could I play
How
a song?
many different scenes do you know of? Well, I know there's quite a few, but just about everywhere that's worthwhile hunting has undead in it.
I don't know.
Interesting
It's not done yet.
conundrum. Yeah.
Level 80. Don't go to Solus Bridge. I'm
Spectral
telling you.
mine.
Can I play a song, please?
Oh, yeah, by all means. I got this on loop because we got nobody
Thank
here
you.
normally. Anymore.
Because he's lazy. And he
No,
couldn't
'cause
figure
I
out how
don't
to
wanna
type in
hear
play stones.
stones.
What are you
I've
talking
actually
about?
played 4 songs throughout today's show, believe it or not. Not that
Looped
you
them
heard
all.
any of them because you can't hear anything sitting next to me. Oh, fuck you.
That is awesome. I love you, Scroda. I love you.
You had to say something.
I know. That's what he gets for talking shit, right?
Yeah, let's see. One thing we can do about that. Can we do that? It doesn't
What?
work. Take the piano
Oh, you just
away
moved.
from
I stood up.
Let me go get the
No
soapbox.
piano for you.
No soup
Well,
for
there's
you.
only 4 of them around here. He could
I know.
definitely find another one.
Max singing now.
He could probably play them faster than I can pick them up, so.
Go and the sun.
Anyway. Moving right along. About that time, we got to start winding up today's show. Do we have any more questions or commentary out there?
Killed it.
Just got started, man.
We didn't even cover anything on the Ask Me Anything, but we'll get to that
It's
maybe
a beautiful thing. A show where we actually get derailed by actual questions. I'm not going to complain, and neither should you.
tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
We don't get any answers.
It's a good thing this show is completely unscripted.
That's right, because
That's
this way
good.
we
have
No
don't have
answers.
to follow. We don't follow no stinking rules around here.
We
Rules
don't need
are
no
they're
stinking
on.
We'd have to fire a scriptwriter is what had happened.
Yeah. We are probably
What
the only
script writer?
guys crazy enough to go live on stream and give the audience control of the soundboard, okay?
Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Which they're very good about not abusing sometimes.
Some days. Some days. The best day was the day that I actually set it up to for the fart sound for Led Zepp entering and
Coming
exiting,
and going.
and then he kept on crashing in
I lost my
Discord. And it's
connection
like,
all the time.
what the hell is going on? It's like, who
Yes,
is doing this?
When I entered the channel, I could hear it.
That was
That was my
funny.
connection. Five or six
That's right.
times.
Did you hear? We have to add. And we haven't added Scrota's new soundbite yet.
Have you?
No,
Are you talking about the one you posted yesterday?
that's the one.
Let's
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
That one wasn't that good though.
I know. It needs
The
it needs-
beginning
it
had to
needs-
cut off the beginning, so
No, I can go get that sound clip. Come on, I got all the audio.
Get it.
Clean it
get
up, make it good.
Let's hear it.
We'll get a sound bite out of it. We'll get one for Jack and one for myself, just to be fair.
Then you two can.
We need to register a new radio station.
What's that?
We need to register a new radio station. This is for Justin. WZFG.
Yeah, well, WZFG is WRFB's sister station. Didn't you know that?
Guess who came up with that one?
Yes, we know. WZFG.
That's right. Zero fucks given.
Oh, okay.
The Z.
Talk about the calendar. Don't forget that's on NBNN.info. It
right.
is also available on the NBNN app, which is available in the store for your electronic device, be it the Amazon App Store, the Android or Google Play Store, or the Apple iTunes Store.
We can't get that one right to save our lives, can we? Just go out to the Play Store for your device and get the NBNN Shroud Avatar app. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
It's free. You
Then
can
from
get
there,
all this information in the palm of your hand. Take it with you. You can listen to our show when you're on the run. You can listen to the radios while you're driving in the car or just hanging out at work. You can put your earbuds in and tune on in. You can read up on the forums. You can study Soda Map. You can check out the wiki. You can go to Soda Help. All sorts of stuff through this NBNN Shroud Avatar app, including the Shroud Avatar Community Calendar.
All times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Yes. At 12s and 6s around the clock, two idiots interpret the news on WRFB.
WRFB.
A little show called Lunch with Lassie.
Lust? Lunch with lust?
Well, there's a lot of lust involved.
Is that
He is
what
a
you
lusty.
said?
Now, the Tech Talk Tuesday is scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon. I don't know whether or not that's going to
Talk
happen with
Sunday.
the Ask Me Anything going on. At 2 p.m., we do have the Paxlayer Town Manager Hour. That's where you can join Sean Silverfoot and ask him about anything related to Paxlayer or any of the boroughs.
That's an AMA with Sean.
Yes, it is. At 3 p.m., the EVL is doing a dungeon crawl.
It's the Euro Dungeon
EVL
Crawl, baby.
Guild. Yeah. And that is going to be joining Wintermute Off Cough. And that starts on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head. At 7 p.m., the EVL Guild is having another dungeon run. This one's actually going to be hosted by Zenny. Starts in the same place outside overworld
Hey,
map.
yo, I got a dungeon crawl for you.
Yeah, but if you'd prefer to like hang out in the Hidden Vale and go to Braemar and go do a dungeon run of Chillblade's Compendium of Pain and Suffering,
And
the
suffering.
Jade Dragons have their weekly dungeon run scheduled, and that's with Malhari. Yes.
Suffering. When you
I love
die.
that place. Especially when they used to give deeds and stuff.
There used to be some great stuff down in Chillblains.
That loot table of like 200,000 gold every single run.
Yeah. Couple
At 7 p.m.
recall
on W.
skills.
Another life.
Yeah.
That was another life, Jack.
I know that was way before persistence.
WRFB.
Yep. The 70s at 7 at 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Temper Tantrum Tea Days with, I have no idea. I think they don't either. Also at 10 p.m., the final event of the evening is going to be on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the record room. And that's our community
WZFB.
calendar for this. That's our community calendar for this June 20th, Taco Tuesday in Shroud of the Avatar.
In the Shroud.
I'd like to interject.
What do you
Spend a
interject?
second here. I just want to say that that the schedule hopefully will be posted publicly by tomorrow evening for the lineup for the 48-hour stream starting Saturday at midnight and carrying on through for the next 48 hours. And that should be posted on the forums. so that people will be able to see that and y'all be able to review that.
Very good. Now, is people still signing up for that? Do you have a full set of streamers already?
Well, there's
Give us a quick
couple
update
of,
on that.
There's a couple of spots that are a little lacking on streamers, but signups are pretty much over. I'm trying to get everything all put together based upon what the availability of the people, and I started compiling that last night because they had all weekend. They had Friday. They had Thursday. They had several days, and I've just tried to get it all together, and it's looking good. It's looking real good, actually.
Very good.
Yeah, and Arius has done a really great job on that, and I want to tell him thank you for doing all that work.
And for those folks who just need to know what we're talking about, this is a 48-hour live stream to benefit the Area Fund and the Trevor Project. This month's project is, of course, the LBGT Suicide Prevention Save One Life, or Just One Life cause. And, of course, for more information on that, you can go out to the Area Fund and check out all the information out there at theareafund.org. I thought I had that up on screen.
Nope.
And go out and check that out. Of course, there are rewards available for donations. Donations are also tax deductible. So check out all the information there. You can get yourself everything from cloaks to T-shirts to the collectible poster for this cause. You can get all that information out at areafund.org. And, of course, moving right along. Well, it wouldn't be the show if we didn't have to thank our sponsors out there. And, of course, a lot of people out there joining up. And one of the people who has been a sponsor and was gone and is back and made a comment the other day, we got to, of course, remember Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands.
Oh, my.
Arius Coil More is at it again. Not only is he back in business, but he's live streaming. He's become a member of the crew, a member of the radio staff, and Coil More Wands. If you need some extra added touch, go see Coil More Wands. Just look up Arius Coil More in-game. Good folks over at the Arkansashire and Markham Farms, the official sponsors of NBNN for all your wholesale reagents, vegetables, ale, and much, much more, located in Dawn's Keep, just south of Central Brittany. And, of course, if you need it in a rush, contact Thex. He'll get you hooked up, or go out to the marketplace. They got stuff available on the store for immediate purchase. Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shroud and Avatar swag. If you need t-shirts, you need hats, you need patches, you need drinkware, you need a coffee mug, you need a bumper sticker, go check out relicsbyrild.com and you can get all your licensed Shroud and Avatar swag. And if you want to save a couple bucks when you check out, use the promo code NBNN. When you check out, you'll save 10%. When you check out at relicsbyrild.com. BMC Guild wants you to come on down and check out Market Road over in Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the Etzer Mines, for your mining convenience as well. Sodamap.com, Jacob White, knocking it out of the park. So much so that they put it in game. So check out Sodamap.com. So if you have any problems getting around, Soda Map's the answer. And, of course, last but not least, Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. And, of course, Jack's going to tell you about it and all those new products that are just added to a certain somebody's store that were listed on the marketplace.
Those products added by Weddings and More by Laz. Don't forget, like, all of the vendors are... each item is from a different vendor on Shroud Marketplace. There's currently over 50 players that have started putting stuff up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. And so they're responsible for maintaining their own inventory as well as their own pricing. And you know what? You can buy or sell anything game-related on Shroud Marketplace. So if you're looking for, you know what, you need that crafting pavilion
That's
for
right.
your lot,
You
or if
can't
you're looking
get
for a lot
these
to put it
anymore.
on,
I'm putting
you're
one
looking
of
for
the
an
private
artifact.
stock out there.
Yeah, that's right. Anything can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. If you're interested in registering for an account, just click on register. I got dumped to radio? What?
I don't know. You got what?
I don't know. Well, your internet connection died. Oh, the radio dropped. Don't forget, if you're
Just
interested in becoming a
refresh.
vendor,
Radio looks fine here.
hey, I just received the text message, man.
Ding.
If you want to become a vendor, just click on the vendor registration on the left hand side. Start adding your items, just like Lass has done with shop. Or if you're looking for artifacts, game gold, anything and everything sold, as long as it does not violate the terms of service. Yay!
Yeah.
Shroud Marketplace.
That's right.
Violate
World
my
Cup
terms.
stuff.
I've actually
I'm gonna be-
broken out the storefront and put a couple of my items out there for sale. Of course, one
Yep.
of them is the Rare Village Pavilion. You can no longer get your hands on these, and I happen to have a couple floating around I've been holding on to. I'm letting one go. And, of course, an Obsidian Village Tower Home, and, of course, a POT Town Lot Deed. Cheaper than the add-on store. Most of the stuff you're going to find in the marketplace is going to be cheaper than when you're going to find it in the store itself, kids. So don't forget to shop shroudmarketplace.com. And of course, that brings us to the time of the show that saddens us the most, and we have to say goodbye and thank you guys for all your love and support out there. Thanks for joining
Gotta
us.
thank the most important people
That's
around
right,
here,
you guys.
and that's you guys.
We love this shit. We love you guys. And, of course, we love what we do here in the Shroud of the Avatar. And if you like what we do, don't forget to just show a little love. Come on in. Tell us you like what you see. If you really like what you see, go out and throw a little love our way. You can go out to Jack's stream at twitch.tv/Cynicist and throw a couple coins his way. You can go out to patreon.com/NBNN, become a sponsor and become a patron of the show. We would appreciate it. But we got to thank you guys for all the support over the years. We've been here over 2 years bringing you a show 5 days a week, and we'll continue bringing that to you for as long as we can, hopefully many more years to come. But with that, we're going to wrap it up and get out of here today. I'm Lass.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And we'll be back tomorrow. Till then, we'll see you later.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay.